A clinical trial comes in many different flavors, but the basic purpose of a clinical trial is to learn something new about people, about diseases, and about treatments.
Well, clinical trials benefit Kentucky in a variety of different ways. One way is it offers patients in the community the opportunity to participate. Now, why participate? Well, usually the people who participate in a clinical trial benefit from it in some way.
I did a 16-week one last summer, and that one was to help study how exercise affected blood glucose level. When they hooked you up to this VO2 max machine on this bike, you got to basically max out on the bike, and you're just going hardcore, and it's tons of fun, you know. And you get paid just and get in real good shape. Maybe there's about 10, 15 pounds at least, you know. They're really interesting because it took a DEXA scan of your body. It tells you it's free. You know, those things cost a lot of money out in the real world, but take a DEXA scan, you know exactly how much your fat percentage is and everything. They'll tell you exactly where you're at in your blood, your cholesterol, your LDL, your HDL. They'll tell you how much muscle you have in your body, what's your bone density. You know, for example, let's say you don't drink enough milk or something. You know, and this is free information that they're giving you. They really take care of you too. I mean, you're helping them help other people, and you're so they want to make sure you're taken care of too. So.
Yes, it's a little bit frightening to hear the word relapse. That's frightening. I handled it pretty well, I think. I've got a decision to make. I can say, okay, I've got cancer and I can go sit down in a corner and curl up and die. Or I can say, okay, I have cancer. What can we do about it? I trusted my oncologist. I trusted the Markey Cancer Center. Dr. McDonough told me about the 2 trials. So then we started from there, and he told me this was one of the options. But what's so interesting about the trial is this is a different way of treating blood cancers. I've always felt like I was a person, I was not a number, that I was the person of interest, and it was more important for the Markey Cancer Center that the way I was doing than it was the way the study was doing. And I've been in this clinical trial for a year, haven't had any problems taking this medication. It's never spread. Dr. McDonough would tell me every time after a CAT scan or a PET scan, you know, Betty, it is not spreading. He'd go, it's doing what we want it to do. It's not spreading, but this last time there was definitely a reduction. Hallelujah.
There are a number of ways that patients themselves, if they're interested in advancing biomedical research, can become involved both at the University of Kentucky and nationally. So the 2 University of Kentucky specific registries are the Kentucky Women's Health Registry, which allows all women in Kentucky to fill out a survey annually, and in doing so, they are allowing us to contact them about studies that may be of interest to them given their particular health situation. We also have the participant self-referral database that allows people to register to hear about studies of any particular disease. Lastly, through this clinical and translational science consortium, we allow people to register on a site called Research Match. It allows you to know about studies that are occurring nationwide.
If somebody asked me if they were considering being in a clinical trial, I would tell them to be open-minded, to consider it carefully.
Understand what the trial is all about and what their involvement is.
Understand the potential risks, understand the potential benefits, not only to themselves, but to other people.
It should be a good feeling to participate in research and know that you're participating in the future well-being of somebody you may never meet.